take a guess. Okay? The first creature says, who am I? I am small and love sweet things. I love in big groups called colony. I come in black and red colors. Who am I?
B. B. Bumblebee.
Ma'am, honey. Ma'am, ladybug.
Oh.
Ladybug.
Lady?
Ma'am, ladybug.
Hmm.
Honeybee.
Ants.
Honeybee.
Ants.
It's
Ants.
not a
Ants.
bumblebee. It's
Ants. Ants.
Ladybug.
yeah,
Ladybug.
that's right.
Ladybug.
It is ant. Ant is the right answer. Now I would like you all to mute yourself in 3, 2. Mute yourselves in 3, 2, 1. Now let us begin the story with none other than Amy the ant. Amy the ant lived in an anthill with a big family called Colony. And she says, hello, my name is Amy the ant. Nice to meet you. I'm the youngest in my family and I love watching Peppa Pig. Can we all say hi to Amy the ant? Hello, Amy the ant.
Hi.
Hello.
Amy the ant
Yes, ma'am.
continues and says, we ants are small but mighty. We can lift things 50 times our weight. We have 2 stomachs, one for ourselves and one to share food with our friends. Whoa, can you imagine ants having 2 stomachs? Wow. Now, Amy the ant was walking along and she entered a house where she sees little Rosie enjoying a chocolate cookie. And she thinks to herself, what a luck! A cookie crumb. This will feed the whole colony for days. I'm gonna invite all of my colony friends and we're gonna gather all of these crumbs and take it back to our anthill. And while Amy the ant was slowly going towards Rosie to pick up the cookie crumbs, suddenly Rosie notices Amy. Before then, while Amy the ant says, friends, come quick, we have a feast to carry home. Just then, Rosie notices the ant and she says, oh no, ants are gross. I'm going to get rid of them and beat them with this newspaper. Just as she was about to do, her mother says, Rosie, stop. Wait a moment. Don't hit them. But Rosie was so angry that they were eating her cookie. She says, but mom, it's stealing our food. What do you think Rosie is doing is right or wrong? Do you think she should hit the ants?
Right.
No.
ma'am.
No.
Ma'am, it's yes.
No.
Fine. Yes, I don't think she should be hitting the ants, but let's see what Rosie thinks. Her mother says, wait, Rosie, let me share a little secret with you. That little ant isn't stealing, it's cleaning up. Ants are nature's helpers. They help keep the world clean. This surprised Rosie. Rosie never thought of ants like this. She always thought that ants always entered her house uninvited and bite her sometimes. She never liked them. But she never thought maybe that ants have an important role to play. She was pleasantly surprised to find that. And Amy the ant also pitched in and she says, we don't mean any harm, Rosie. Imagine if someone tried to hurt you while you take care of your family. Do you think you would really like it if you do that? Because that's all we're trying to do. And Rosie thinks about it. What if she goes to the kitchen to find some paratha or sandwich and somebody comes and destroys her house and hit her? I didn't think of it that way. I guess I wouldn't like it if someone messed up my house. And she felt bad and understood their problem. And she said, you are right, Mama. I wouldn't like it either. Her mother replies, exactly. How about this, Rosie? Let's clean up the crumbs so that the ants won't feel the need to come inside again. But let them take this one. If there are any crumbs, we can just throw it outside where they can come and eat it. Now, Rosie was happy to hear that there is an absolutely solution where nobody gets hurt and they also get to have their food. Amy was obviously very happy to hear that. She never wanted to hurt anyone. All she wanted was some food for herself and her colony. And so, Rosie says to the little ant, I'm sorry, little ant. You can have it. I won't stop you. Hearing that, it made Amy the ant very happy, and she says, thank you, Rosie. We'll be out of your way in no time. Let us clean up the mess, and we will be out of here. This made Rosie very happy. And from that day onwards, she never hurt any ants In fact, whenever she saw ants outside, she would walk carefully, making sure not to step on them. And she would also tell her friends if she ever sees ants not to hurt them even if they bite, gently just move them away. Now, the question for you. How much weight can an ant lift compared to its body weight? Is it 10 times? Is it 50
50
times? Or is it
times.
100
50
times?
times.
Mom, 50 times.
50
10
times.
times. Mom, 50 times.
I don't
50
think
times.
50 times. That's too
10
much.
times.
I think it's 10 times.
50 times.
100.
You all
50
think, and I'll
times.
just be right back.
50, 50.
50 times.
Are you
50
sure
times.
it's 50 times and not 10 times?
100
No.
times.
I think so, it's 100 times. I think that is the
50
right
times.
answer.
100 times.
50 times.
100 times. 50 times. 50, 50.
Let us find out the answer.
100.
It is 50 times the weight. Now,
मेरे पास हाँ ऐसे दिखाती रहो
now
इधर
how
इधर
many
तेरे
stomach? How many stomach does an ant have?
Two.
पास
Two
two
or three?
two
50
Are you
times
sure
में
it's two?
Yes,
yes
ma'am.
कितने स्टमक्स हैं एंड के पेट में
That's right. Ants have two stomachs. यानी कि चूंटियों के पास होते हैं दो पेट, एक अपने आप के लिए और एक अपने दोस्तों के लिए खाना रखने के लिए. Now, let's move on to the next character. I have 8 legs and no wings. I make a home out
दो
of silk
पेट है
threads. I
Spiders.
can walk without
Spiders.
falling.
एंड की पेट दो पेट होते हैं एक अपने
मेरे
खाने
पास
के
होते
लिए एक
हैं
अपने दोस्तों
8
के खाने
लेग
के लिए
और मेरे पास कोई पंख नहीं. मैं अपना घर थ्रेड से बनाती हूँ और मैं दीवार पे चढ़ सकती हूँ बिना
पेट
गिरे.
खाने का
कौन
पेट
होता है ये?
हमारे तो एक पेट होते हैं ना एंड्स के दो होते हैं
Spiders.
Yes. Now you all can mute yourselves again. Now let us find out. It is none other than Sita the spider. Sita the spider lived on top of a building. Sita the spider एक बिल्डिंग के छत पे रहा करती थी और वो कह रही है, Hello, I am Sita the spider. Nice to meet you. Can we all say hi to Sita the spider?
you
Hi.
hi
Oh my God, that was a long hello. Let's find out what Sita the spider has to share with us. I love watching sunsets, and Spider-Man are my favorite movies. I'm so glad they made a movie about me. I get to be in the movies. Do you Sita the spider visited the school one day? She wanted to find out something. She wanted to find something in the school. And in that school used to play a little boy named Ritik. He was a very fun-loving kid and he loved coming to the school every day because he liked learning new things. But one day, while Ritik was working on his homework, he saw there was something crawling on his hands. He turned around and found none other than the spider and he yelled, Ah, a spider! And Ritik's friend, who was always very kind and always helped him, he said, Don't move, Ritik. I will hit the spider and save you. Now, the boy was almost about to hit the spider. That's when the little Sita the spider said, why do they always want to hurt me? I'm just passing through. I never want to hurt humans. I'm in fact afraid of humans. And that's when, after hearing that, their teacher stopped Ritik and his friend. And she said, Stop, boys. It's just a tiny spider. The spider's not trying to hurt you. To which an astounded Ritik replied, But Miss Kavya, it's a spider. It's going to hurt me. And the teacher laughed a little and she said, Wait, Ritik, let me share a secret with you. This is something you probably and a lot of children here do not know. That most spiders are harmless and they actually help us by eating mosquitoes and flies, and they actually benefit humans by keeping the pest population down. In India, we do not have poisonous spiders. Even if they climb on you, they are actually scared of you and they will run away. They will not bite you. In fact, Sita the spider added to it and said, "That's right. I am a natural pest controller. I didn't mean to scare anyone. We also feel fear just like you. Humans are always trying to kill us. We are so scared of humans, sometimes we don't come out even when we are hungry." Hmm. But Ritvik was still not satisfied and he asked, "What if they bite us? They could still hurt us." And his teacher patiently explained that animals or insects bite or hurt only as a defense when they feel threatened, when they think humans or somebody else is going to hurt them. Spiders are nearsighted, which means they cannot see very far. They often don't notice you until you get too close. And that's why they stay in the same place until you come very close, and that's when they start running. Hmm. Now Ritik felt a little bad, and he says to the spider, "I'm sorry I tried to harm you. I'll remember you're more helpful than harmful." Happily, after hearing that, the teacher was happy to find out that Ritik was a very kind boy. He just did not know that even spiders would not like to get hurt. And so she reminded him, "Let's be kind and let it go outside." So they grabbed a book and put Sita and the spider on the book. While leaving, she said, "Thank you for your kindness, Ritik. I shall stay outside where I belong and never hurt anyone." Now, Ritik had learned his lesson. Ritik used to say that spiders are scared of humans, so we must try not to hurt them and get out of their way. They also have an important role to play. Now, the question, how do spiders help humans in the environment? मकड़ियाँ इंसानों की कैसे हेल्प करती हैं? By spinning
By
milk,
eating
by
mosquitoes and flies.
by eating
By eating
mosquitoes and
mosquitoes and
flies.
flies. By eating mosquitoes and flies.
Are you sure?
Flies.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
That's right. मकड़ियाँ मस्किटोज और फ्लाइज को खाकर हमारी मदद करती हैं. Now, अब दूसरा question. What is the fact about spiders related to their vision?
They
ऐसा
are
क्या fact है
nearsighted.
spiders का?
They are nearsighted.
They can.
They are
What do you
nearsighted.
mean by nearsighted? यानी कि वो
They
दूर का
can't
देख
see
सकती
far.
है या नजदीक का देख सकती हैं?
They can
They
only
can't
see
see far.
हाँ, वो दूर का नहीं देख सकती हैं. उन्हें बहुत सारी चीजें नजदीक की दिखाई देती है. They can only see things which are closer to them. And
They are
now,
nearsighted.
let's move on to the next creature before. Yes, they are nearsighted. Now, let's move on to the next creature who says, "I have a hard and shiny shell to protect me. Some of my kind can glow in the dark. I love to eat plants, leaves, and even wood."
Yes, beetles.
That's right. It's none other than beetle. Beetle,
मैंने कहा था.
Bijli the
मैं मुझे
beetle
पता था
lives in
जुगनू.
her burrow at the park. अब हाँ, ये जुगनू के ही खानदान का होता है, बट ये जुगनू नहीं होता है. जुगनू इसका दूर का रिश्तेदार है. और ये हमारे पास है बिजली द बीटल. वो कह रहा है, "हाय, आई एम बिजली द बीटल. नाइस टू मीट यू." क्या हम सब बिजली द बीटल को हाय कह सकते हैं? हाय बिजली द बीटल.
Hello, Bijli.
Hello, Bijli.
Hi, Bijli the beetle.
Hi, Bijli.
This is a real
अब
sleepy
let's go
class.
and find
Hi,
out.
Bijli.
All right, let's see बिजली द बीटल की स्टोरी क्या है. ठीक है? Now, Bijli the beetle says, "Blue is my favorite color. I love watching the sky. Did you know that there are 300,000 species in the species of beetle in the world?" बिजली कह रही है कि ब्लू मेरा फेवरेट कलर है और मुझे आसमान देखना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. क्या आपको पता है दुनिया में 300,000 स्पीशीज है बीटल के? ना अब हम बिजली द बीटल की स्टोरी देखते हैं. One day, Bijli was cleaning the park when she saw something dangerous. A huge wind just swept across her, and she was scared. "Whoa, what is happening? What is a big shadow?" She turned around and saw that there was a girl named Tanya. And she says, "Ew, gross, a bug. I'm going to squish him." When Bijli heard that, she was so upset. She knew that this girl is about to squish her and kill her. And she got sad. Why does everyone wants to squash me? When Tanya was about to step on him, one of these Didi came over. Shreya auntie came over and she stopped Tanya. She said, "Wait, Tanya, why do you want to harm it? Tanya, रुक जाओ. तुम इसे क्यों कुचलना चाहती हो?" Well, Tanya was very angry. And she said, "It's just a bug, Auntie Shreya. They're everywhere and they're always disturbing us when we're playing. When we lay down on the ground, they're always walking over us. It's so gross. I don't want them. Tanya, let me share a secret with you." And she said, "Beetles play an important role. They clean up dead leaves and waste. They are, in fact, the nature's recyclers." Shreya Bijli also added, "That's right. Without me, the park would be a mess. Plus, I'm only trying to go about my day." Who do you think is right, Shreya auntie or
Shreya
Tanya?
auntie. Shreya auntie.
Shreya auntie.
Looks like I will have to pull my ears out because I can't hear you. I can't hear
Shreya
anyone.
auntie.
Oh, now my ear is working. Looks like I had some bug in my ear. Now, after hearing that, Tanya says, Shreya auntie says, "Would you like it if someone stepped on you just because they didn't like how you looked?" Tanya thought for a while and she said, "I wouldn't like it, Auntie Shreya." And she bent down to the beetle and said, "I'm sorry, little beetle." Was very happy. And since then, Tanya and the beetle became best friends. The beetle said, "That's all right. Thank you for saving my lives. We can be friends now." And from that day onwards, Shreya became friends with the beetles. And she said, "I guess beetles aren't so bad. They actually do important work." From that day onwards, Tanya would go around telling everyone about the little creatures and their important role that they play in the nature. Or we're done with Tanya's stories. Let's find out if you can guess these answers. What important role do beetles play in the nature? Beetles का क्या
They
important
clean
role
up
होता है
dead
nature
leaves
में?
and waste. They clean up dead leaves and waste.
I can only hear Kesav.
Clean up the dead leaves and waste.
Dead leaves
Clean up dead leaves and waste.
and waste.
Clean up the dead leaves and waste.
Let's find out. Oh my God, looks like you're right. Everyone is so smart here. Next time I will bring harder questions. Now, how many species of beetle are estimated to exist in the world? Species
3,000.
beetles की कितने species?
Over 300,000.
Over 300,000.
Over
Are you
300,000.
sure?
300,000. Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
sure beetles के इतने सारे रिश्तेदार हैं?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
इतने सारे रिश्तेदार तो मेरे भी नहीं. Beetles की कहाँ से होंगे? Are you 100% sure, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's find out. You are absolutely right. There are over 300,000 species of beetles in the world. Now let's find out the next character. I have no legs, but I can feel light and vibrations. I breathe through my skin and I need to stay wet. Which character is it?
Earthworm.
Earthworm.
Are you sure earthworm
Earthworm.
breathe through their skin?
Yes.
This looks like a scam. Why would anyone breathe through their skin? But you are absolutely right. It's none other than Wali, the earthworm. Now, Wali, the earthworm, loves to nap in his cozy tunnels in the evening. But he has come out to greet you all. He says, "Hello, kids. I am Wali, the earthworm. Nice to meet you." Can you all say a big hi to Wali, the earthworm? Hello.
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 Okay, let's find out Ali the earthworm को क्या-क्या पसंद है. Ali the earthworm says, "Did you know that I can dig up to 6.5 feet deep of soil?" Do you know how much is 6.5? I am 5.2 and I am this tall. Ali the worm can dig deeper and longer than my body. That is very tall. One day, Ali the earthworm was crossing the road and was digging in the park when he heard something hurtful. एक बच्चे ने कहा, "Yuck! Look at that slimy thing." ये सुनकर वली the earthworm को बहुत दुख हुआ. And he turned around and said, "Why do all humans always think of that I am gross? I'm just trying to get back to the soil." तभी उस लड़के के पापा ने कहा, "John, don't be so quick to judge the earthworms. They are very important." "How are they so important, Dad?" उसके डैड ने कहा, "Let me share a little secret with you." The earthworms make the soil the earthworms make the soil soft and fertile. Without them, plants wouldn't grow as well. Earthworms help aerate the soil as they dig, allowing water and nutrients to reach plant roots more easily. Wali the earthworm added, "That's right. I'm the gardener's best friend and I keep the soil healthy." Just because something isn't pretty, John, doesn't mean it's not important. Every creature, no matter how small, has a role to play in our ecosystem. After hearing that, John actually gave it a thought. And he realized, I never thought about it. I was just looking at the earthworm who looks a little ugly, but that's how they look. I can't call them ugly. And he says, "I didn't know that, Dad. I will never call them ugly again." Realized they are so important to our ecosystem. And he went to the earthworm and said, "I'm so sorry for thinking you're so gross, Wali. You're doing a great job." "Thank you so much, John. I appreciate it. Remember, if you ever see me out of the soil again, just give me a little nudge back to the safety." Well, and from that day onwards, they became friends. "You're so welcome, little worm. I will tell all of my friends to be always kind to all the little creatures that exist." "You're so kind, John. Thank you." Now, with that, we have come to the end of our story about Ali. But important question is, what important role do earthworms play in the soil? Do they produce honey?
Plants grow.
Help plants grow.
Plants grow.
That's right. They help plants
So,
grow.
yeah,
Next question. How deep can an earthworm
6.5
dig into the
feet.
soil?
6.5 feet.
6.5 feet.
Okay. Looks like you guys are very, very smart. You are able to retain the information. Now let's move on to the next part of the story. अब हमारी स्टोरी खत्म होने आ रही है तो सारे म्यूट कर सुने. Bella the butterfly and Harriet the grasshopper played together among the flowers. "Catch me if you can, Harriet," said the butterfly. The grasshopper ne kaha, "Oh, you're so fast, Bella, but I'll get you next time." So when they were playing around, they found out 4 little kids that we have seen in the story. Rosie, Ritik, John and Tanya are friends and they also entered the garden to play. And one of them said, "Wow, look, a butterfly and a grasshopper, so beautiful." तभी तितली ने कहा, "Hello there, I'm Bella the butterfly. I taste food with my feet." "That's right." Grasshopper ने कहा, "I'm Harry the grasshopper. I can leap up to 20 times of my body length." And all the friends were so happy to meet them. "You're so cool, Harriet, and you're so beautiful, Bella." तो ये सुनकर बेला और हैरिट को थोड़ा सा दुख हुआ. उन्होंने कहा, "Thank you, but may I ask you something? Why do you love me and Bella, but fears other like Amy the ant, Sita the spider, Bitchley the beetle, and Wally the worm?" All of the kids were a little bit sad. They said, "They are not as pretty as butterfly and grasshopper. That's why we did not like them. We used to think they are ugly." हमें तितली ने कहा, "But we all have feelings. Whether we are a worm, ant, a grasshopper, a butterfly, or worm. When we feel pain, we feel hurt and joy, and we want to be safe just like you. And every creature, no matter how big or small, different, has a role to play in the world just like you do." The kids were very sad and they said, "We are so sorry. We will keep this in mind. And from now onwards, we will be kinder to every creature, big or small." Do you think insects are ugly?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Looks like I
No,
will have to
ma'am.
clean my ears again.
No, ma'am. The insects are helpful, not ugly.
They are helpful. They said the world is a better place when we all care for each other. Remember, every creature has its own story and purpose. and we shall embrace the beauty of diversity. Do you all agree with this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So, उस दिन से Ritik, Rohit, John and Tanya became ambassadors of kindness and spread the message of respecting and compassion for all little creatures, big or small. Now, all was well. उस दिन के बाद से, in that colony, nobody ever hurt any creature and everyone were kind and compassionate and they respected each other. And with that, we have come to the end of our workshop. But we still have a few questions. What unique ability do butterflies have? Do they fly at night?
with the feet.
Are you sure that's the answer?
They can taste
Yes,
with their
ma'am.
feet. They can taste with their feet.
That's right.
They
They can
can
taste food with their feet. And the next question. How far can a
20
grasshopper
times
jump?
their body length.
20
20 times their body length.
Body length.
Very far.
What? How do you remember all of these? That's right. 20 times their body length. Now, do you all agree that we should respect every creature?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's put your right hand out and put it on your head, put it on your heart, and let's take a pledge together and repeat after me. Okay?
And all put your cameras on. Put
अपने
your
अपने
cameras
कैमरास
on.
ऑन करें और अपना सीधा हाथ अपने दिल के ऊपर रखें और मेरे साथ प्लेज लें. I pledge.
I pledge.
I pledge.
लगता है मेरे कान खराब हो गए हैं.
I pledge
To respect
to respect
every little creature
every little creature